Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We're back today
Yay.
talking about movies and stuff, but not really because everything just doesn't work anymore.
Everything's getting closed. The movie industry is closing.
Yeah, not open for business anymore.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that gives us lots to talk about in terms of everything closing. So we're back after a month hiatus because we've been busy.
Yes.
Very, very busy. Doing what? I don't know. I think we've been doing something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Indeed,
That's a thing. We've returned.
Return the Jedi.
Yes, a good Star Wars movie. And we're gonna be doing things.
Yes. Those epic things being talking about movies because we like them. No.
Well,
like is an understatement.
we love them.
We love them.
Exactly. So we're just really just trying to make things up for an introduction here. So let's actual introduction. I'm one of your hosts, Khalil. You can find me Instagram and Twitter at Khalil_Deadpool. It's on the screen and in the description if you're listening to this on a podcast app. And I'm joined today, as usual, by...
Alon. You can find me on my Instagram username that still hasn't changed. It's at alon.s007. And yeah, that's that.
Isn't it 120?
Yeah, 128. It's still that. It's been 128 for a while now.
So, yeah, I guess that's the introduction. Oh, yeah, and then you can follow the channel at comicboys_ on everything, I guess. It's like a thing, you know? It's everything. We're going to literally trying to expand this and kind of like make this as long as possible, or trying to lengthen it out so it isn't.
Yeah.
Because I don't think to do anything.
We'll
see. So let's start with the first topic, which is fundamental movie releases. It's a very deep sounding
fundamental changes in
movie releases. So what we've seen in the past literally 5 days has been a fundamental shift in the way movies are released. Because, of course, if you've been following the news, you live in the world, there's a good chance you know about this thing called COVID-19.
Yes.
Virus, which has shut down all movie theaters. Now, of course, people have movies to release, right?
Yeah. So everything's pushed to a date that's like further away from its original release date. Like James Bond was supposed to come out in less than a month, but then it got pushed to November, for example. Black Widow was supposed to come out in 2 months or less than 2 months, and it got pushed back because of this virus going around, and nobody's really going to be going out to go see movies. So that's their only option, to move the release date into hopefully a day when the virus will be taken down.
Well, there's that, which we will talk about. But the other thing which I wanted to touch on more in the fundamental change, which is you see movies like all these movies which just opened in theaters or opened in theaters for like a few days before they were closed, or we're going to open a few days after, are actually no longer not being pushed back, whatever, but they're actually being to video on demand, and in Onward's case, Disney Plus. And because if you look at,
let's say there's this movie with Ben Affleck that came out that I wanted to see, and so it came out like a few days before all theaters got closed, so it would be on demand right now.
Which one?
It's called The Way Back.
Oh yeah, the Ben Affleck movie, the basketball. Yeah, so that's releasing on video on demand, I believe, on this weekend, I think.
Oh, okay.
And normally, if you know the way that are released, I believe it's a 9 period before they're released on video on demand from when the fact that we're actually getting within months, or not even months, a singular month, few weeks of their release date is July. Really, and if studios realize they can make more money off of this than actually releasing them to theaters, there could be a shift. Movies actually are only in theaters for a few weeks before they come to streaming services, because everyone's getting a streaming service. So it'll be a very interesting thing to watch, especially considering you look at something more specifically like Disney, where what Disney is releasing Onward, the movie they released, which kind of bombed at the box office. It had 2 days, and everyone was being told to self-isolate and stuff, so it wasn't like no one was watching movies. But they said they're releasing it they've already released it on video on demand, and they're releasing it on Disney Plus in literally 3 days.
3 days.
Maybe more than that. April 3rd, whatever that is. I don't know.
April 3rd is in
It's like a week, right?
13, 14 days.
Okay, that's insane if you look at when it, like, second week of March, as it's being released on Disney Plus first week of April.
So it's actually speeding up releases of on-demand films that people wanted to see.
And people, there's already tons of rumors, and I've heard things that Disney looking at potentially putting Black Widow on Disney Plus instead of releasing it. Same with Mulan. And
wait, Black Widow's not coming out in theaters?
No, possibly. There's been rumors he's looking at putting it on Disney Plus. And if you think about that, things like Onward, Mulan, Black Widow, those will make tons of money on streaming services. Even New Mutants, right? Like, these movies will all make tons because people are interested, right? And so if it ends up being a case where Black Widow makes tons of money on video on demand or on Disney Plus, Disney may say, well, we don't need to wait 9 months to put on Disney Plus. We can do it within weeks, right? Or even like we give it a first month, and kind of like what Apple does. Limited theater would change everything, all these little limited theater releases, and then put on streaming services. So it's quite interesting the way everything could potentially change.
Yeah.
Even after that, and especially even after the theaters reopen, it's not like everyone's going to suddenly be like, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is watch movies. Right? Like, people who could have been out of work for a while be able to do that. Like, they won't be able to just say, okay, we're going to go watch a bunch of movies. And movie theaters are going to be suffering too, so they're going to have to raise their prices. And so you could technically see the beginning of the death of movies. I mean,
nobody wants the death of a movie theater because movie theaters are the absolute best movie experiences.
I disagree. I believe my basement would give me a greater movie experience when I don't have to leave the house and I can watch 7 new releases in a day. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think my house gives me a far better movie experience.
Watching a movie in theaters is like so much better and different than watching it on or something.
I mean, it depends, I think. But that's why limited theater releases, I think, will always exist, right? So if you really want to, you can. But think about how much more, like, especially if it's something like that, you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to go out and see this. Like, it's a lot of work to leave my house and then, go all the way to the theater, right?
Buy a ticket, then it's a lot.
And pay money. Lots of movie theaters are expensive.
They are pretty expensive.
But, like, wouldn't that be so much, like, maybe I'll watch this. It kind of looks interesting, but I don't want to go pay X. And you have whatever you would probably go and watch it at home.
Nope.
Endgame. Then you're gonna go watch it in a theater because of the experience, right?
Because the experience of
but if
watching it on like your laptop or your phone, it's completely different from seeing it on a big.
You can still watch it on a TV, right? Like,
there's some TVs that have like similar elements of a movie theater, which are like pretty next generation, but then there's some that like don't have those features.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, it's not like you can't watch it in a theater, right? It'll just be reduced, and it'll kind of be like, the first month or whatever is in a theater, and then after it's just going to be on Plus, right? Because that makes, like, if you're not going to watch it in the first month it's out, you probably aren't interested in watching it in theaters.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be, like, there'll be more people who will be exposed to these kind of movies. Like, I believe that if New Mutants is put on Disney Plus, there's a significantly higher chance I'll watch it than if it's released into theaters. I do not believe I will pay money to see that movie in theaters. Like, I can tell you now.
Fair enough.
Like, even Dark Phoenix, like, I still haven't watched it. And it's like I don't care enough.
Yeah.
Like, even something like Wonder Woman, I may not, although I probably will because I have to watch it, because then I have to talk about it and stuff, people watching it before me. But, like, besides that part of it, like, I probably, like, I don't know how interested I am in watching it in theaters. And because Warner Bros. Is apparently looking at putting it on streaming, but then apparently they said no, but then they're like, maybe. So, we don't know. Would you watch Wonder Woman if it was on streaming?
Yes, obviously.
Would you watch it if it's on in theaters?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, it's interesting though.
Yeah, it's interesting how theaters are going to change when this virus hopefully dies down.
Well, when we cure it, obviously.
Yeah.
Or we don't cure it. On that dark note, Speaking of dark, Black Widow's going to be a dark movie. And Black Widow, so you got to remember those. Shoot, my brain isn't working. Yeah, Black Widow. So Black Widow and many more movies, including James Bond, as you talked about, have been pushed off the release schedule or delayed.
Yep.
So Bond was delayed till November. Fast and Furious was delayed until
when?
next year.
What? Are you serious?
Didn't you hear about that?
No.
It was
next
like
21?
Yeah, it's next year, April, I think.
Next year, April?
It was supposed to come out this year, April. A Quiet Place 2 was indefinitely delayed.
Yeah.
Mulan was indefinitely delayed. New Mutants was indefinitely delayed. Black Widow was indefinitely delayed. Minions 2.
If A Quiet Place didn't get pushed back and movie theaters just didn't close, and A Quiet Place 2 is supposed to come out today.
What? I would not have watched it.
Today's the 20th, and they said the original release date's on the 20th of March.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it would have came out today.
Huh. Okay. Well, movie theaters did close, and so, and what other movie? There's one more big one. It would come to me at some point. And a lot of movies have just stopped filming.
Yeah, they stopped production on a lot of movies.
Every single movie.
Yeah.
Literally no movie still filming. And then, okay, so I gotta tell you this funny story. So, Warner Bros. Apparently came out and said that a Flash was supposed to start shooting in April, but now they can't. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
There's no way the Flash was going to start shooting in April. Okay, let's be honest here. My theory is, they're just saying it was supposed to start shooting in April. So I'm like, look, we're totally talking about this. But now that, it can't shoot in April, we can just say, oh yeah, it was totally supposed to start there. But then, we predicted COVID when we were like, making it, when we were thinking about the movie like 2 years ago. And we knew it was going to happen, so we're just going to plan to start filming them. Nothing ready. You think they don't have a cast? Like, I don't know.
They probably don't even have a cast.
Without doing pre-production?
Probably don't even have a cast. They don't have a story. They don't have a director. They don't have a producer. They don't have a distribution company. Probably none of that.
I mean, they do have a distributor, Warner Bros. And they do. I think they have a director. I thought they had a director. One of those people who make movies. And they have a star, Ezra Miller.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, true. And then that's it. Just Ezra Miller.
I can see Ezra Miller just walking on the set. Like, I thought we were shooting today. What's happening? There's no one else. No one else shows up.
Imagine Ezra Miller acting the set of his movie, and he's like, "What the hell? Why is nobody here? What's going on?"
He's like, "I thought we were filming today. You told me I didn't go to Fantastic Beasts just so I could be, because this is supposed to make more money."
Barbara, where's the email? I'm supposed to get an email.
Yeah, what happened? Oh yeah, we don't even have a director yet. What? How we just go and make some stuff up, run around a little bit, or skate around on your feet a little bit, because he doesn't actually run, he skates. So, slide around on the floor. We'll film that, and we'll make it 2 hours long. And we'll put some music in, and we'll call it a day. We'll put some light effects too. There you go. It's a Warner Bros. Movie. Like, that's literally how they make their movies. Okay, go do something.
That's their criteria for making movies.
No, it's just a DC movie. Go do some stuff. We'll put some lightning sound side effects. Like light effects, and then call it a day. Shazam, Wonder Woman, Flash. I mean, look, don't tell me that they don't fact over and over.
They do.
They totally do. That's probably their criteria. Lightning, it makes money. No lightning, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ezra Miller's just going to start standing in the soundstage he's supposed to be filming in. And everyone's going to be like, oh, you didn't hear? Maybe he's there right now, and he has to be self-quarantined in the soundstage.
Bruh.
He's there right now because they told him April.
He's permanently stuck.
Just until this dies down. He's just stuck in a soundstage with nothing. He's like, where's everyone? I'm stuck here now.
It's like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, where he's like...
Yeah, so Ezra Miller this is breaking from here. Ezra Miller is quarantined into a soundstage and cannot leave. So, yeah. Okay. Speaking of being quarantined and stuff... China is set to reopen their cinemas soon.
Yeah.
Was that a yawn or an excitement? I don't know. It sounded the same. An excitement, be a yawn.
I think Wuhan's starting to reopen.
Yeah, because they had their cases. Now they're like, okay, well, we're done. Okay, let's call it a day.
Yeah, now.
I mean, it's good stuff, you know. Theaters are opening. They've decided they're going to be releasing in theaters. They're the first movies to play in their theaters after this reopening. Harry Potter 1 in 4K Ultra HD. Yes.
What?
Yes. And then they're going to re-release all 4 Avengers movies in good quality.
What are they doing?
No, it's intelligent because like a lot of people would pay good money to already seen and already liked in theater.
They're up to something. Why are they first movie Harry Potter? The first Harry Potter movie
and the 4 Avengers
and the Avengers. That's the best they can do.
Wait, okay? Yeah, I got nothing. Like, at least if you're gonna release a Harry Potter movie, or at least release the best one.
No Harry Potter movie is good. None of them are good.
Okay, we've just lost like 400 subscribers, but okay.
You're welcome.
Everyone just unsubscribes now because they're like, oh no. Okay, for the record, I just like to say I love Harry Potter, so anyone who's not the actual viewer of our channel on Harry Potter, please unsubscribe. We fully believe Harry Potter is the peak of cinema.
No.
Okay, we've said our controversial thing for the well, I haven't. I like Harry Potter. You've said your controversial thing for the day. You lost us our daily amount of 200 subscribers. Who then realized, wait a second.
That should be a new segment. Controversial statement of the day.
No, but it's at some place you didn't expect.
Oh yeah.
I don't make your controversial statements in the past 2 podcasts. One is being Tom Holland sucks, and the second one is Harry Potter sucks.
Wait, wasn't the other one where I said Toby? Nah, yeah. Toby's better than Tom at being Spider-Man because he clearly is.
No. I mean, okay. So yes, that was the best they could. Okay, only some of the biggest movies and the starts of biggest movies to hit cinemas ever, but yeah. They only are releasing the highest grossing movie. You're right. That's the best they could do.
Yeah.
They're not releasing Avatar because it sucked.
Question. The people who go see these movies, will it add up to that movie's box office number or no?
I believe so. Well, yes, obviously, because it's the box office.
So then Endgame is going to grow more in box office numbers.
Yep. But it's already number 1, so it's not like it doesn't matter where it grows,
No, it needs to be pretty far away from Avatar at number 1, so it'll basically secure the number 1 spot.
It already has. Avatar 2 will never come close ever in existence to beating.
Nobody's gonna go see Avatar 2.
I mean, maybe people will see it because Disney's gonna put the Disney stamp on it, so everyone will be able to watch this because it's Disney. But Disney will sabotage. I'm telling you, Disney's going to sabotage Avatar 2 on purpose just so it doesn't make more money.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige's just going to be hiding in one of the rafters in the filming and push a light off and just say, my movie will be the best. No?
Avatar will be the best.
He's going to get the entire cast of the MCU to just start sabotaging the movie, and it's just Josh Brolin say, I'm inevitable a bunch of times. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Boom. He snaps his fingers and then
half the movie's box office will disappear. I'm telling you. It's going to make $200 and everything I swore it made $400. And then I don't know.
Ooh, not so sure about that, buddy.
China.
Cinema.
So anyways, speaking of the best they could do, Sony is being stupid again. I don't know how that had anything to do with the best they could do because Sony can probably maybe do better, but Sony's just losing
Never
it
stupid.
now. They're losing their minds. I'm telling you, they're dying. And outside. So do you want to know what stupid thing Sony said this time?
What?
They've announced...
And out of a billion stupid things they've said. But now...
Yeah, the stupid Soniness of the day. That's alliteration, stupid Sony. I'm going to stop now because... So, Sony has decided... Do you know what the smartest thing to do right now is?
What?
We've damaged Spider-Man, but what we haven't done yet is we haven't damaged Spider-Man's support yet. So what they're going to do, because they're intelligent people, is they're going to make a Man-Wolf and Solo spin-off movies. Now you're going to say, Solo? Is that the Han Solo guy from that Star Wars thing?
Is it actually not?
No.
People are going to think that.
So can I tell you who Solo is? Don't look it up.
Who is? I'm not looking it up. I have no technology here.
Don't look it up. Solo is James Bourne.
Wait,
No,
James
that's fine.
Bourne? That's like James Bond and Jason Bourne?
Shh, don't tell them. They're trying to be sneaky. When Marvel created this, they're trying to be sneaky.
Wait, no, wait, is that actually his name?
James Bourne.
Wait, how do they spell Bourne?
Bourne.
Yeah. Confirmed, they copied Jason Bourne and James Bond. Yeah,
No,
they put it together.
really? I thought they made this up. Yes, of course they
Wait.
copied it.
Now, whoever made the Jason Bourne... Oh, now Universal Studios can sue Sony.
Not
Or
really, because his name is
whoever...
Jason Bourne, not James Bourne.
What's... Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and Universal Studios can now sue Sony for using their characters' names.
Well, I mean, technically, Sony owns James Bond. So, and also...
Universal Bourne, so they can sue.
But this is the thing. The thing is, James Bourne is not a character. Jason and James Bond is a
Indeed.
But don't worry. He has cybernetic implants, which allow him to teleport. Therefore,
Wait. What are the chances the actor that's going to be playing Solo James Bourne is going to be like a merge of Daniel Craig and Matt Damon?
Oh, no, what Sony's going to do is they're going to cast Daniel Craig and Matt Damon, and they're going to merge them together using technology.
Yeah, they're going to merge them together.
So yeah,
That's exactly what James Bond and Jason Bourne are.
He joined the army.
Jason Bourne, James Bond joined the army, yeah.
Then he joined an elite special forces unit.
That's what Jason Bourne did. Yeah, that's what Bourne did.
And there were 200 candidates that joined the program, and only 12 soldiers were able to make it through graduation.
This is literally... Is this Solo's backstory?
Yeah.
This is literally like a factory version of Jason Bourne.
Then they were betrayed in Italy.
Literally, this is like a rip-off Jason Bourne.
And then stuff happened. There was a plane crash that had false evidence incriminating Bourne, not Jason Bourne, James Bourne. And at that moment, James Bourne, died, and Solo was born. And then he travels around the globe hunting down and destroying as many terrorist groups as he could find.
That's literally what Jason Bourne does. Except the CIA is chasing Bourne.
And then he meets Spider-Man, whose moral code was the exact opposite as Solo's. And then stuff happens, and he fought some Spanish terrorists. And then he joins the Sinister Six. Then he worked at Taskmaster. And then he fought Nick Fury. And then he worked with Deathstorm. A lot of stuff. But basically.
Solo went to...
He also was Deadpool and Bullseye at times. So there was that. But he can teleport.
Solo went to the army. That's what Jason Bourne did. Joined Special Forces. That's what Jason Bourne did. Joined a secret program that only a few people made it through. That's what Jason Bourne did. Everyone killed him. That's what Universal needs to sue Sony for literally making...
Wait, hold on. We're going to check. We're going to figure something out right now. What year Jason Bourne...
There's also Jason Bourne books, so it was maybe a while back.
What was the... We need to figure out the year that Jason Bourne was first...
I think it was in the Bourne Identity book. Maybe even before that.
Jason Bourne. His character, created by novelist Robert Ludlum, first appeared 1980.
1980, okay.
1980. So, actually, fun fact. So, okay, so, do you want to hear a very funny thing?
Yeah.
Want to hear a very funny thing? So,
yes.
Jason Bourne was created in 1980, and James Bond was created in 1953. Do you know when James Bourne was created? 1986. 6 years after Jason Bourne. Think about that for a second. That's not a coincidence. I don't know. It seems very suspicious here. I think we found something.
They copied Jason and James.
I think we found something that no one's ever noticed because this character's existed for like 10 seconds. I think we just uncovered something that you couldn't totally tell by just looking at his name. So Sony's being stupid, basically. Surprising. So what do you think about this? Man-Wolf. Do you know who Man-Wolf is, by the way? Do you know who Man-Wolf is? Or no? Because man-wolf, if you couldn't guess from the name, is a man who's part wolf. Like a werewolf, except man. You know what I mean? Can you hear me when it does? Oh no, is it frozen now? Oh no, I hate when this happens. It really does suck. It's frozen.
Yeah.
Because that happened. So we're back now for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know who Man-Wolf is?
No.
Basically, he's a man-wolf.
It's a pretty good idea.
Also, technically, he's J. Jonah Jameson's son, I think. But, you know. And no, J. Jonah Jameson didn't give birth to a wolf. He turned into a wolf because of space stuff. So yeah, Sony's screwing up as usual. So are you excited for either of these?
Nope.
Except for not even Solo, which is like a mix of your two favorite characters?
Nope.
Your favorites?
It's a ripoff. Personally, it's not a sad spy movie, so
what if it
obviously
is
it's not.
Didn't matter like that. What if they literally rip off the plot of James Bond? What about if they rip off like Bond 25?
Yeah,
like
people would be really.
Well, you again, you're assuming people are actually gonna watch this movie. Like,
I'm not gonna.
Like, this is the thing. This movie, people won't get mad because no one's gonna watch this, and no one will even know that it's a ripoff. Kind of like Dark Phoenix. You don't know that it exists because you've never heard of it before, and no one watched it except you. You were somehow the stupid person who watched it, the only person who gave the movie money. It made and then you regretted it after. But well, I mean, he's a mix of two good characters. So is that
Jason Bourne could probably take him down hand to hand.
I think I'm trying to think of something clever here about how anyone could take him down, but it's not working, you know?
Nobody can take down Jason Bourne.
Yeah, Sony being stupid. What a surprise.
No, it's not. It's not a surprise.
They ruin either. I don't care about these characters. Yeah. Now, speaking of movies, because we were just talking about movies, right?
Yes.
See? Look at that. I'm back. So yeah, Best of Decade Part 3, 2019, and then I'm going to narrow it down. Okay. We're going to talk about 2019 for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have your list up for 2019?
The list? Let's... 2019 movies?
No, 2019 books. Yes, 2019.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. How far do you want to start this down?
Let's see.
I kind of want to go to 20, but I feel like this is going to take a long time.
Yeah.
Why don't we go through, let's start from 20. Let's go through quickly. But then, once we get to 10, we'll slow it down. Because there's some things I think deserve to be talked about. So, wait, first of all, how long does your list go? And then add one to that because you forgot about one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't. You just said it time for... So how far down does your list go?
Hold on. How do I get... 2019.
Oh, yes. By the way, all our lists are on Letterboxd. We are not sponsored by Letterboxd, but just download it because it's cool.
Letterboxd! Sponsor us right now!
I know, right? We're giving them free promotion. Are they going to sponsor us? No. But because I like Letterboxd so much, I'll just keep free sponsoring, even though they're not sending money to sponsor it. And then buy their Pro Edition, because then you can do more stuff. You can see more statistics. Let me tell you. Okay, why am I making an ad for Letterboxd? I have self-respect still. Free promotion. So you ready?
I don't know where the list is.
It's on Letterboxd. I'll send you your list.
Alright.
Because you could follow people. I'm sorry, this is just too good.
On Letterboxd.
No.
No. I'm so dumb.
I've been talking about Letterboxd for the past 30 minutes.
I'm so dumb.
And you're like, where did I put that list? Oh. You don't use your Letterboxd. You should use it more.
You're number one. This is concerning. I've seen the movie. I know what it's about, but it's concerning that it's number one. I know.
Oh my god, I'm looking at your list now. It's only 19 movies long.
Oh yeah, it is.
Dark Phoenix, 19.
All the way down.
So we have to start at 19 now. We can't start at 20 because you don't have 20 movies. How have we... I bet you saw more movies. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 20.
Yeah.
Do you have your list?
Yes.
I like how you say top 10, and then you give 19 movies.
Breaking rules.
It's okay. Some people can count, and some people just make 19 movies long. But it's okay. We won't hold it against you. The point is that you're trying your best, you know? So, starting at number 20, because we both have 20. I mean, I have 30 or 35. Maleficent 2 is my number 20.
Jeez.
What?
A whole lot for Maleficent.
Okay, I didn't like the movie very much, but it's still 21 with Shazam. Let's just remember this. Maleficent ranked above Shazam. Let's just all remember this right now. I guess I will be hated on for this. I will probably be, destroyed on the internet for this. But yes, Maleficent 2 was better than Shazam, Rocketman, How to Train Your Dragon 3, Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, Lady and the Tramp, Lion King, Men in Black, Noelle, Angry Birds 2, Hellboy, Us, Lego Movie 2, Godzilla, Dora, and Fighting with. So yes. What's your number 20?
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
What? I thought that was a good movie.
It's all the way down there.
Well, that's a shame. Maybe if they didn't make the movie, you wouldn't have had to watch it. I don't know why you watched that. Even I didn't watch it. And I watch everything. You had to put yourself through that pain.
Yeah, it was torture.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why you watched it. It's not like you thought it was. So number 19, Booksmart.
What?
I don't know why. Booksmart.
Booksmart. Jeez.
It's that movie that everyone was talking about. What's your number 19?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. There's going to be some implications of you saying Captain Marvel number 19 and X-Men Dark Phoenix number 20. It's going to happen, I'm telling you. Someone's going to call you a woman hater. It's going to happen.
Not a hater. I'm just a critic. Leave me be.
It's going to happen. You know people are like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen to me, too. I put Booksmart and Maleficent as my bottom two. It's going to happen to me. We can both be called haters.
Yeah.
Number 18 is Marriage Story.
Marriage Story.
Yeah. Oh, that's another woman movie. Damn it. This isn't going well, is it? I feel like we're just telling people, like, we shouldn't give people ideas, because people take things too seriously. Okay. What's your number 18?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, no. Now people can call you a woman hater and a Marvel hater. This isn't going well. At least I redeem myself later on, like. What's next? You're going to call yourself a Disney hater?
No, a critic.
Critic. Disney's perfect. There's nothing to criticize, except for Maleficent and Lion King, Lady and the Tramp, and Noelle, because they're all low. But everything else is perfect. Then, after that, is 17. That's what comes after 18. Number 17 is Alita Battling. Damn it. You know when you make these lists, you have to have all gender and racial considerations in mind. What's your number 18? Now 17?
Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson.
Oh my god, now you're a Liam Neeson hater? What is this? I just realized something funny.
Alright.
Then at number 16 is Aladdin.
Damn.
I like the movie. I think in hindsight I probably would have put it higher. It was the best Disney live action.
Yeah, I thought you liked that movie a lot.
I loved it, but it wasn't good enough. So what's your number 16?
Stuber.
Oh, that's the one with the guy in Drax, right?
Yeah, and Camilo Nanjiani.
Oh yeah, he's the guy in Eternal. That's why.
Yeah.
That's where I know him from. The movie that hasn't come out yet. And then after that, that's how you count. And this is where I will now officially. I know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be called a Keanu hater. It's gonna happen.
I know what this is.
It's Toy Story 4.
Oh, never mind.
Oh no, you know what you think is right because I have both Keanu movies next to each other. So number 15 is Toy Story 4. In hindsight, I probably would have moved this up, but I didn't know what to move down, and I had to make sure Glass. I promised everyone at the beginning of the year, Glass would be number 10.
Yeah.
So I had to leave. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Toy Story 4 probably should have been higher, but it's here. So yeah, what did you put as a number?
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. We don't even get no Marvel movie last year.
Right back at you.
Okay, number 14. I want you to take a guess. What could this be for me?
John Wick Chapter 3.
Ding, 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 we have a winner.
Yay.
I like the movie. Like, all these movies from 16 onwards, every single movie I like. Like, just some movies are better than other movies.
Yeah.
So what's your number 14, although I'm afraid to ask?
Alita Battle Angel.
Oh, okay. See, you're not a woman hater necessarily.
Yeah.
You just don't think they deserve to be in the top 10. I'm just digging a grave for you. That's funny. See, at least I have a movie.
Is it number, what's it called, 13 now?
Yeah. If that's it, at least if that's how I believe counting works. That's how it's taught in school, so I'm assuming that's how it works. Now, to prove I am not a woman, Frozen 2 makes number 13. What is that? Like let a cat out, or
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did Frozen 2 beat John Wick Chapter 3?
How
don't
does
know.
that happen?
Good question. I think I was as stoned as Corden was when watching Frozen, when making this list. You understood that?
Yes.
Do you know Corden was watching Cats stoned and live tweeting it?
Yeah, he.
So that's a thing. Anyways, yeah. So Frozen 2. What's your number 13? Unless you just said it.
13 is Us.
Us. Oh, that one
Yeah.
was my number 31. That's funny. It's 31 for me and 13 for you.
It's reversed.
Mm-hmm. That's probably cool to like one person.
Yeah.
It's kind of like number 12 is a movie about a little boy and Hitler.
Oh yeah, I know what this.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
And yes, it was a decent movie. But then it got sad at the end, and I was like, I wanted to watch a funny movie about Hitler, not a sad movie about love. What's your number 12?
Glass.
Oh my god. And now you're a hater of Glass and Windows?
Glass was a good movie. There's just a few others better than.
That is not true. There are more than a few. A few is like 3. There are like 13 movies, 12, 11 movies. So what about number 11? Now, this will shock everybody.
Oh boy.
Wait, what's your number 11 first?
Anna.
Oh.
Turned out to be a pretty good action.
Oh, there you go. A woman movie. It's okay. You're fine.
Yeah.
Mine is Avengers Endgame.
Oh, damn.
I know. It just got real.
Yeah, it makes sense. Endgame was a disappointment.
We audio commentaried that, by the way. And if I remember, I'm not too tired or lazy, then there could very well be, if you're watching this on YouTube, a little like eye thing on your screen which tells you to go watch our audio commentary for Avengers Endgame. And then maybe if I'm even not lazier, there'll be a little thing for our review of Endgame.
Yeah.
But knowing how lazy I am, that probably won't happen. So go take a look at those because they are on our channel. And so if you just type a few buttons with your hands, you're in self-quarantine anyways. Nothing else as well. You know what I mean?
What?
Just watch Endgame with us. So not
Yes.
literally. We talk about it. And we say it's not that bad when you watch it a second time. But then we still give bad.
Yeah.
We still have to, be truthful, controversial, and politically correct,
Yes.
So, and then you said yours was Anna. Okay, 10.
10.
Do you want to go first?
You can do it.
Glass.
Okay.
I told you at the beginning of the year I would keep this in my top 10, and I did. Number 10, but still in the top 10, Still in the top 10.
Epic. Terminator.
Oh, that's the one where, can I spoil it now? Is there enough time?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I know what happens.
That is part of the movie by far.
He dies. I think he dies.
The boy Arnold dies.
Pumping iron didn't work for him.
Nope.
Gonna pump that iron.
That's how we gained fame, apparently.
I feel like there's like 3 people who understood what I just said. Like 3 people, and that's about it. Like it's true, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, what's pumping iron? And I'm gonna look this up. I'm uncultured.
Go look at Sylvester Stallone. He does the exact same thing.
Nah, Arnold does
it. Arnold does roids.
So yeah, now everyone's confused and bored, and so I am not a woman hater. Captain Marvel.
Hold on.
Oh.
Captain Marvel.
See, I was worried for a second that you were just gonna run away because I put it so high up, and then I realized, okay.
Nope, not Captain
Marvel was phenomenal. I don't know.
It was horrible.
You have to have these considerations in mind when making these lists. You're gonna balance it.
Captain Marvel was bad.
Well, some people say bad, and others say selective enjoyment.
Nope, it's just bad.
Oh, you could say bad, or you could say.
No, I'll say atrocious.
Does work, I guess.
Atrocious. Describe it.
I mean, okay, if you look at the chemistry between Brie Larson and Sam Jackson, like that's pretty good chemistry. I like that. It's funny stuff. Plus, the next James.
What did you just say?
The next James Bond is in Captain Marvel.
Oh,
and it's true.
Yeah.
You're trying to wipe that from memory now, and you're like, God. So yeah. Now, what was your number 9? I feel like you told me, but no, you didn't. Your turn.
I want 2 number 9s. Number 9. Number 9 was Fast and Furious, actually, Hobbs and Shaw.
Ooh, that was my number 24.
8? For Kobe.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
8? What next 8?
I said 8. You said 24. That's a Kobe moment there.
Yeah, why can you move it up one spot? Just halve the shot from me. Give me 24 and you can be 8.
The movie at number 8 was a pretty good movie.
Let me guess. Dark. Oh wait, no, you've right. Dora the Explorer.
Nope.
That was second last one. I did watch that. That's pretty depressing on its own. Which was your number 8?
Gemini Man, actually.
Oh, it's that movie with that really bad CG about the black guy shooting people.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Not Captain Marvel. The other black guy who's being CGI'd younger shooting people.
I don't really like Will Smith, but he was really good in this movie.
But I'm really trying here just to comprehend that. Okay, I'm comprehending it's good. I still okay. Anyway, a movie which you didn't watch, which you should have watched because I think you would have liked it, and I probably recommended it to you on this thing a lot, is The Minority Report. The Report. The Minority Report's a different movie. I'm stupid. Okay.
Yeah, it's the one about 9/11 and all that, isn't it?
Yeah, and terrorists and torture and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has Adam Driver too. Adam Driver is someone he was really that movie shocked me. I was like, oh my god. I expected nothing. I expected less than, and I got something. So I was like, now number 7. Number 7.
7. What's your number 7?
Hey Murray, can I tell you a joke?
Joker, I don't want you to do that, please.
He knows what comes next. We live in a society where
Joker.
This movie has to be number 7.
Okay, we live in a stupid world.
I watched a movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Yes.
Was it her?
No, it was him. Joaquin Phoenix, him. Yeah,
no,
I got. Yes, I know the movie. Her. Yeah. No, it was The Master. It has a good cast. It has that woman who did movies. She was the Lois Lane. And they also had that guy who's done movies. It's really important. I know. I'm just that could be a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Thomas Anderson directed, and that guy Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Paul Thomas Anderson directed that movie?
Yeah, it's a PTS movie. Paul Thomas Anderson, PTA movie. Yeah. So I know that's a bit crazy, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the Philip Seymour Hoffman and Rami Malek and Amy Adams, pretty good cast actually. Yeah. So, anyways, Joker was my number 9 or 7. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. 9, 7. Yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it.
Yes.
And again, this movie could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, but I chose to put it 7. So deal with it, people.
Why not?
I liked it. So what's your number 7?
Angel Has Fallen.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. I want to watch it. I was gonna watch it on the plane, but then I was like, and then I watched the stupid Disney Channel movie. So I think that would have been the better choice. But I feel your shame in me for watching a stupid Disney Channel movie instead of watching.
It's a good movie.
I love the other two, but I don't know. I just don't want to. It's I want to watch it, but then I'm intimidated. And I'm okay, I don't know. I want to watch this. But yeah. Then number 6 is a movie which I really liked. Okay, people, and I'd probably put it a little bit higher now. I would have probably made it number 5 now. It's number 6 on my list, so I'm gonna say it's number 6. The movie that should have won Best Picture.
1917.
No, that didn't even make the cut because I saw that in 2019, so it doesn't count. Or 2020, sorry, so it doesn't. No, Once Upon a Time. The best movie of the year, even though I made it the 7th best movie. And by the way, the best movie of the year is totally just super, just it had to be done, even if I didn't think it was the best movie of the year. So just for political reasons.
Epic.
I mean, what?
Bravo.
I didn't say anything.
Slip up.
I'm not being paid by Disney to do what I'm doing with Disney having not a majority, but 2 of the top 5. I guess those 2 are. Actually, right now I'm going to change something on my list. But what's your number 6?
Rambo. One of the most violent and savage movies I've ever seen, but it was really good.
We've literally just done something which has never been done before. We changed the list because we decided it wasn't good enough.
Almost.
I just changed my top 3.
Ooh.
I know. I literally changed them all.
Wow.
In the same position. 1 and 3 have switched. But now we're gonna know which one was 1 and which one was 3 before, anyways. So number 5 is Spider-Man. The best Spider-Man movie and the best Spider-Man movie.
Nope.
Best Tom Holland movie.
No, none of his movies are good.
He's made like okay, so let's just
None of them
and
turned out.
by far better than Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. The best second Spider-Man movie as well. I'll just agree. Andrew Garfield did a bad second Spider-Man movie.
Andrew Garfield is everything that's wrong with Spider-Man.
See, not Tom Holland. There we go. This is progress.
I changed my mind. Tom Holland's everything that's Spider-Man.
Damn it. I should just let it slide. Everyone, you heard that. He admitted to it before he realized that he admitted to it. What's your number 5?
Joker.
Again, with that cat noise. More than a laugh. Okay. Joker and Spider-Man. Who would win? Spider-Man, obviously. Then number 4 is a movie about history. You're going to say 1917, and I'm going to say no.
I wasn't thinking about 1917.
Well, it isn't nice, so ha.
Yeah.
Even though you weren't thinking it, I still win. It was The Irishman.
Damn.
Is it that long movie no one actually finishes? I finished it in 2 sittings.
10 Oscar nominations and won 0.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah. Yeah. You call my Marvel movies a roller coaster? Then I hope your movie gets nominated for every single Oscar and wins none of them.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for Robert De Niro.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was my number 4. I like the movie. Deal with it, people. I will not be paid to put this lower. We'll just put it lower because I feel. So what's your number 4?
Ad Astra.
Now, either you were stoned while watching this movie or making this list, either works, or you have a severe judgment impairment when it comes to space movies. Both are, or Brad Pitt movies. Both are acceptable.
Just Brad Pitt.
But Ad Astra, from what I've heard, and I've not seen it, I like good space.
It had really
Bad reviews.
Cinematography.
Just like First Man, I will never watch it because I don't like it, especially ones that could be loosely based in real life. I watched Gravity, but are saying something.
Space movies they're interesting. Like Interstellar, that was super good. First Man was great. Ad Astra was excellent.
Interstellar, good space movie. Gravity, good space movie.
Yes.
That's it. That's like it. Space movies are not my thing though, except Star Wars. Star Wars is good.
What Star Wars movie are you talking about?
Every single one. Now, choose your words here carefully. We're being paid by Disney to be nice about this, okay? So, shh.
I have to say this, but
the Disney money
absolutely garbage.
paying us a lot of money to be good, not good about the movies. Now, you won't see any of this money, but they promise it's coming.
Screw
so,
Disney.
you know.
Rise of Skywalker, horrible. Last Jedi, horrible. Force
Wait, hold on.
Horrible.
Hold on. Where is Rise of Skywalker on your list? Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker, I think it's all the way at the bottom.
No, Dark Phoenix is at the bottom. I don't know.
I haven't even.
Did you not put Star Wars on your list? Disney's paying us to talk about Star Wars. You'll never see any of the money, but they promise it's coming.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're not being paid by Disney, don't worry. Disney has much better things to do than pay us to talk about Star Wars. So, number 3 for me, we've got 3 now, is a space movie that we were just talking. No. Star Wars. It used to be number 1, but then I moved to like 30 seconds because they decided it didn't deserve to be, even though just by bias I kind of have to put it number 1. So like technically it's number 1, but for this case it's not because bias. Like I'm biased to Star Wars. Star Wars will be number 1 just because it's Star Wars. But now, so number 2 or number 3 for you.
Ford vs Ferrari.
Oh, the movie. I liked that movie. I watched it on a plane. It was good. I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
The racing was really good. You know, it was really intense. You know, I was like, oh my god, who's gonna win? Is it gonna be the guy who's like, you know, the main person in this movie, or is he gonna lose? I don't know. And then he lost. So
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. Like, literally, I thought he was gonna win. But you know, things happen. So, yeah, that was a good movie.
It was.
Number 2, getting intense here. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Or Beautiful Day Neighborhood. Now, this is a very sad movie. It's Tom Hanks. Let's just have a minute of silence for Tom Hanks. Okay, that's the moment because, you know. So, it was a good movie. I liked it. I watched it twice. I watched it once at TIFF and once in the theater. What's your number 2?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's number 1.
No, I moved it up. I moved it to 2 for the sake of the list.
There we go. Now you're thinking like a real critic. Number one and move them number one movie to number 2 because I know exactly what your number 1 movie is. Why? Because I beat on these episodes of the podcast, so I think I know you well enough. Also, I've seen your list, but like, if I hadn't seen your list, I would still know. I think everyone who's listening to this knows what your number 1's going to be, assuming they haven't gotten bored and tuned out already.
Yeah.
And your my number 1 first. Drum roll, please, because mine actually may be a bit surprising. Star Wars, no. Knives Out. It used to be number 3, so ha.
Ha.
I don't know who I'm saying ha to. Disney. Disney. You thought I was gonna give it to you, but no. That is now my number 1 movie. Yeah. Can I take a guess at what yours is? Just random guess. Shot in the dark here.
Yeah.
I think it's the one about a guy with long hair.
Yeah.
I think he shoots.
He does.
Catwoman and Storm are in the movie.
Yeah.
And I think he rides a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's in the desert.
Yeah, there's a part of it in the desert.
It's Doctor Strange. I mean, John Wick, Chapter 3.
Yes.
See, I got it. Told you. Okay, well, that was...
Yeah.
And now I don't want to talk about this.
It's on to 2020 now.
No, we aren't done yet.
What?
Now we're going to have to put the number 1 movies that we both had into the imaginary kind of thing, and then we're going to have to talk about them next when we do the next episode of the podcast.
Wow.
I mean, next week, because we're not going to... Yeah. So, until next month, week, year, we have a long time still.
Yep.
Let's see. If we can, decide to, do things, which we shouldn't have a problem with considering we can't go anywhere.
Unfortunately, we can't.
Disney wants to raise debt? What the hell?
What?
Okay. I don't know. I read a headline. Now I've got to read the article because I just misled people. Also, Disney's a new CEO. And
oh, yeah, the older one stepped down.
he didn't step down. He moved backward. He steps down next year. Okay, I don't even know what this is. I've got to think about this later because it talks about fiscality, and all I know is Disney's stock is tanking, and it's been tanking, and money is being lost. Okay, so back to...
Yes.
So yeah, come back next month, the week, when we continue talking about movie stuff. Because, we're doing that. We're talking about movies.
Mm-hmm.
What did we watch? Well, it's been a month. I hope we've watched something new.
I think we've watched a pretty good amount of movies.
Daniel Craig plans to give away fortune instead of leaving it to his kids. So I've watched a ton of movies. Like, just this March break alone, I believe I've watched, not including things I've rewatched, I have a list here on Letterboxd. 16 movies.
16?
Just March break.
Oh, okay.
And in the last month, the only time in movies I watched, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29-ish movies, including rewatches since we last recorded a podcast.
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't even know what date we recorded the podcast on. I could give you more accurate. I'm going to figure it out. Anyways, so do you want to talk about a movie
Yeah.
I'm just...
So, a movie I watched was Spencer Confidential, which is a new Netflix movie with...
Oh my god, I saw that. It's Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah, with Marky Mark. And...
As soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm not watching the thing. Yes, how was it?
And Winston Duke, I think is his name.
Oh yeah, he's in Black Panther.
Yeah. So...
And some other movies and stuff.
It actually turned out to be a really good movie. It was pretty funny.
Crazy talk.
No, it was actually really funny.
I don't know. It seems suspicious.
It was good. Wahlberg was good. Winston Duke was good. Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, you can also follow me on Letterboxd at @Deadpool. I just thought I should throw that out there. And I read all these long reviews for every movie, even things I rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm weird and I can't type anyway, so it's like all bad grammar because they're rushed. But I do it. It's the thought that counts. Anyways, yes. So do you recommend Spencer?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So I'm going to talk about a movie I watched. I know, it's crazy. There's so many choices. What do I choose? Okay, we're doing it. I'm going to talk about, because I watched that when people were getting scared about COVID. So how does a movie like this, that was made in 2011, has such an awesome cast, and me never actually... The cast is stacked.
You never heard about Contagion?
I hadn't until this thing started happening with this like COVID-19 and.
Bandwagon Contagion watchers. Jeez.
No, I started the bandwagon. Thank you very much.
Damn.
I was the. I mean, I just watched it because I was bored, and I was like, I think I've heard of it, but like, I just never looked into it. But it's got Matt Damon, Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Winslet, Bryan Cranston. Like, I don't know. Okay, 2011. I was like 2 years old. Okay. I know I wasn't actually 2 years.
We were still young.
Yes, very young. Hold on. Yeah, but it was a really good movie, and it's really surprising, shocking, but it's also just really well done. I was like 8 or 9, okay, so like I just had to do because my brain doesn't work. So yeah, it was a really good movie. I highly recommend it. But it's kind of like watching it now. It's kind of like watching Jaws before you go to an ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I also did. So that was also stupid. I have really bad timing with movies. I'm like I watched Jaws before I went to the beach.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's a pretty not so smart move.
I know, it's really dumb, right?
Yeah.
And I watched Contagion, right at the beginning of this crisis. So I've got bad timing, but it is what it is. So I know what movie I'm talking about next. Okay, what's your next one?
I rewatched a movie I saw in theaters in 2017.
Ooh, what movie is that?
American Assassin.
Oh my god, that's the one with the guy and the other person.
Dylan O'Brien, Michael Keaton, and Taylor Kitsch. Yeah.
See, I told you.
Yeah. First time I saw it, I thought it was super good. And I thought again it was really good. All three of those dudes were excellent, obviously. And I recommend you watch it. It's a really entertaining movie.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to talk about a movie which actually has Spider-Man and Venom.
Locke.
What?
I've seen that.
How?
Good.
No!
It's
Stop
really
it. You really just ruined my thunder, and I'm sad now.
Locke was really good.
Ruined my thunder. Like, come on, you're gonna make like a big reveal. But no, you were just take away my thunder and say, look, wow, okay. I see how it is. Okay, yes, Locke. As I was, yes. I watched Locke. It was awesome.
It was.
All it is Tom Hardy driving, yet it's somehow interesting. And I wrote this here, but it's like you just get to see a very simple 1.5 hour drive about this little issue with Olivia Colman, Miss Beth himself, and you don't see anything in his face but his. It's a single shot. He's literally just sitting in a car. Yet it's the most. And then there's the it's like how you're in a 1.5 hour drive, your life can completely destroy itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the best moment in the movie is Tom Holland talking to Tom Hardy at the end of the movie. That sad scene, yeah. So that's very, very good. It was probably the best part of the movie. Yeah. Also, Olivia Colman's great, and they're all super. Like they're them. When you first watch the movie or hear their voices. So shout out to Amazon Prime Video's X-ray mode. It's like the best thing ever because then it's like you can see like the IMDb cast who is each person, which is really good because normally I'll just stop watching a movie so I can figure out who each person is. I'm like, hey, that person looks familiar. Who are they? And so if I'm watching on my phone, I have IMDb. I have to keep switching back to IMDb to how many awards does this movie win? But X-ray does it for you. And again, not sponsored by Amazon. They have more things to do than sponsor us. But I like it. So yeah. So yeah. It's a good movie. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Now, if you're driving a car, I recommend you don't watch this because you shouldn't be watching movies when you drive. That's about it.
It'll fit in with the mood.
But you shouldn't be watching when you drive. It's very dangerous. You could hit someone.
And then, bam, you're done. You're donezo.
It's terrible. So, do you want to just leave it there, or do you want to talk about more movies?
I have one more movie I watched, and then that's it.
Oh, great. Because I can talk about more movies, too. I love movies. Okay. Yeah?
It's a movie I watched called AY.
Ooh, interesting. Tell me.
It's about this, black ops soldier who rescues a Chinese journalist, and now she's just, now her government's betraying her because she saved this Chinese journalist. This cast is pretty good. Channing Tatum, Michael Fassbender,
So who's
Antonio...
the Chinese one?
This cast is actually stacked. Listen to this. It's Channing Tatum, Ewan McGregor, Michael Douglas, Antonio Banderas, Channing Tatum, Bill Paxton. It's pretty loaded.
That's insane, actually.
That's a really good cast.
Okay, interesting. And you recommend, obviously?
Yeah, it was really good.
So either... Actually, no, I'm going to talk about a good movie. You know what? Whatever. So another movie, which I don't want... Hopefully, you don't see much thunder on this. It's a movie with a really good cast.
Damn.
I know. And it has Chris Pratt's ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of like something this person did that's everyone would know. Hold on. And that station inspector dude from Hugo.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Do you know what movie it is?
No.
The Dictator.
Ooh.
Have you seen it?
Heard of it.
It's hilarious. And it's about Sacha Baron Cohen as Aladdin, who is this dictator from a Middle Eastern country. And he comes to New York to speak at the United Nations, and he's trying to be assassinated by Ben Kingsley's character, who's jealous that he ended up being in charge. And he's like a complete doofus, Sacha Baron Cohen's character. And then he meets Anna Faris, who he makes a bunch of fun of as literally the definition of an SJW. It's really funny. She like works at this like shop where they hire like, you know, disabled people and stuff like that. And I think you'd get the biggest kick out of this movie. This is like completely your type of movie because it's like if there was a movie which like was really good and like your kind of movie but funny. Watch it. Actually, you know what you should do?
What?
Watch it tomorrow.
All right.
The Dictator. Watch it. It's you're gonna die. Like it's awesome. Yeah. Well, so that's another movie I recommend.
I'm in quarantine for 2 weeks, so I have all the time in the world to watch this movie.
You have school.
Online school now.
Yeah, I know. I have online school too.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I want to just sit in my bed and sleep the rest of the year. Why do I have to do it? Anyway, box office. $0 and 0 cents for the first movie, the second movie, and the third movie. Our predictions, I assume, will just be $0 again for everything.
Yes.
Okay, cool. There is the box office for you.
All right.
So that's all for today. Come follow us on Instagram and Letterboxd. I gotta remember. Yeah. Follow me on Letterboxd. It's the same handle as everything else because consistency is key. Until I change it all, and then it'll be different. But I've got to think of something better than the super unoriginal. Once I think of an original handle, it'll all change. I'm telling you, it's happening. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter mainly because I talk a lot on Twitter, and so if you're looking for incriminating tweets, I'm sure they're there.
Yeah.
In like 10 years, everything I say will be incriminating. For now, it's not good. I feel like this is incriminating. Okay. Just got to remember that in the future, when I'm running for prime minister, I just got to like redact all of this because I feel like this could come off really badly. Yeah. So the social media, follow us and like, subscribe to our podcast, leave us a rating. Just the usual stuff, you know. If you watch YouTube or listen to podcasts, you already hear this. So I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's just super cliche at this point. And then everyone who like, you know, critiques us would be like, it's super cliche, rotten, and it's like we're not cats, you know. Also, hashtag release the butthole cut. Let's just get that trending again.
Yeah.
Gotta get that butthole cut of Cats. It's the only way I'll watch the movie. Also, if I'm severely medicated. You've heard about the butthole cut, right?
Cats. A stupid movie. It never should have been made.
You know about the cut they made of Cats, where they digitally added in all the buttholes, and then they decided, wait, this is a bad idea, and they took them all out.
Yeah.
No, literally took out the buttholes. They de-unanimated. So, yeah. Oh, apparently Gotham City has shut down because of coronavirus. I mean, wow. Yeah. Even Batman's in quarantine.
Oh, did you see the meme where it's like, coronavirus has reached Chuck Norris. Now the virus is in quarantine for 14 days.
Oh, no.
It's a pretty funny one.
That's funny. Well, you know, life is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw something funny, and now I have to post it. Damn it, or put on my story.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, so, stuff. Do stuff. Follow us on stuff. I might actually start using the Comic Boys Instagram account for news and stuff instead of my own account. So, maybe. I say that now. I'm going to probably forget. But we'll pretend I remember. This was good for no news and just, like, making things up. We went to an hour 30. Like, that's good.
That's pretty good for
I'm proud of it. So, Yeah. See you all next.
Yeah.
Maybe next month. Maybe next week. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anything's possible. Although we have no excuse. We can't even leave.
We're locking ourselves in our houses, so there's no excuses as to why we can't record.
Exactly. So we will maybe be back next week. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen. So everyone stay safe, stay healthy, don't get COVID. And if you do, go to the doctor.
Just
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Like, it's just, yeah. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.